Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
She's going to try to sit in on this video because we're talking about animals.
I am going to try.
And she's not doing too good, but definitely she's trying to get better here.
I am. It's not working, but yeah.
We're going to talk about animals. We're going to talk about internet animals. We're going to talk about Deng predicting the next president. So when you listen to this podcast or this episode in a couple days and she is possibly incorrect, don't blame us. We're recording it before the election results are in. We're going to talk about the internet turning on Deng. And then we're going to talk about Peanut the Squirrel again and a law that's been introduced to hopefully stop senseless animal death.
Yeah, the problem is, they always are introduced after the fact. I mean, of course, you have to have a catalyst. But it's like the stuff always gets handled after the outrage, after the fact, and when it could have been prevented and you can't bring the animals back or the kids back or whatever back that you're going after. So,
we're not doing any hard election news today. I know we're probably the only YouTubers you listen to that probably aren't covering it, but we will talk about the hippos and the squirrels. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get a woohoo. Can you do a woohoo?
Woohoo.
Woohoo if you do. Check out Clownfish Minus. We're putting up podcasts over there. We got merchandise over there. Help support the channel off of YouTube because I don't know which way YouTube is going to go. It's getting weird. Let's talk about Deng getting backlash first. Everybody loved Deng. Mm-hmm. They love this baby hippo.
Pygmy. Isn't it pygmy hippo?
Pygmy baby hippo, right?
That if it was full-size hippo, it would completely, decimate you and crush your head and everything else. But,
Well, apparently they let Deng predict the 2024 presidential election winner, and Deng picked Trump, and now Twitter is turning on Deng.
I know, this is funny. Well, I think a lot of it's like tongue-in-cheek, but I think it's funny, the amount of animals that are suddenly Republican animals.
Yeah, right. That's like the theme.
What the hell?
That was like Peanut. They're like, oh my God, people are mad about Peanut because of a MAGA hat or something. I'm like, oh my God. And we've got, headlines like this: the New York Times. The death of a celebrity squirrel became a Republican rallying cry.
It wasn't Republican. There was a fake article going around. So someone actually went and did a real one to cash in. Everybody is outraged, globally outraged. Everybody in other countries is Republican or Democrat. The very fact that you keep trying to assign, some kind of, political affiliation to this tragedy is sick. And you're trying to do it for views, and it's sick and it's bullshit. And it's, no, just don't do that. It's just don't.
All right, so let's talk about Deng here. So apparently, Deng was given the choice between two watermelon cakes, both covered with the name of each presidential candidate, Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. Deng picks the watermelon with Trump's name on it.
Maybe just he wants to eat Trump. I don't know.
That's true. Maybe the hippo doesn't like Trump and wants to bite his head. Right?
I don't know. But anyway, people are just like, it's just a cute little thing, and of course, people are.
They have to make it ridiculous. So, Deng kind of blew up a couple months ago. Now people probably want to blow up Deng, but now they're all turning on Deng.
This is so stupid.
Stupid. I will be clear. I think most of these are jokes.
I think so, too.
I don't think
they really mean that they want. It's unlike, the whole thing with poor Margot Robbie where they were wishing her baby harm.
I don't think was a joke.
I think these people are just jokes. These are jokes, but they're funny. Like, can it vote? Know that, fat bitch. I'm like, we don't know that. It might be able to, because there's a lot of people that apparently can vote even though they're not supposed to. So there's that whole thing.
They're fat shaming the hippo. Because, see, it's amazing.
But maybe the hippo's the perfect weight for a hippo.
Maybe. It's healthy at any size, right? This fat-ass hippo needs to mind his own business. It's a girl. Mm-hmm. You misgendered
the fat-ass hippo.
Just because they're both hippos doesn't mean he's right. Fatty. And this is Kamala talking about, I think she's talking about preparing a turkey. And she's talking about putting butter and pepper and everything on it.
Okay.
Election night meal. Life is good. Make it great with one of these homemade hippo legs. We got to place that motherfucker on the grill once Kamala wins. She's just a baby. She doesn't know any better. We got, I'm throwing her ass on the grill tonight. Fucking dumbass fat hippo. Mm-hmm. That fat hoe, I'm going to cook it. and Trump and the hippo, they have no idea what's coming. Skin it, wash it, marinate it.
Well, I don't think that
Holy
Thailand's
hell.
going to be really happy about people, making jokes about killing their hippo.
No, put the oven at 375, put it in the oven for 2 hours and serve it with the salad. Did you know that hippos are actually just land whales? I learned this. I'm shocked. My entire adult life, I thought hippos were actually related to elephants or to manatees. No, they're actually related to whales.
Makes sense. Actually.
They're land whales. Kenny says same hairstyle, so of course Deng picked Trump.
It's a hippo.
Let's all hope he was wrong. Mudang is over. We will be canceling. Cook it. I never trusted that hippo. We'll see if Mudang.
I mean, I'm
right
sure people are kidding, but it's just like the bat shittery over a hippo eating a melon cake. It's just
the bat shittery. Welcome to Twitter. Why are we still keeping tabs on this irrelevant hippo? We are tired.
I don't know. You still keeping tabs on a lot of irrelevant people in Hollywood and in politics, but
she's dead to me. Cook this pig. Oh my God. It's all like, yeah, cook this pig. Fuck this fat, ugly bitch. Cook him. Pesto cleared. Mudang is a chop. She'll make a great purse. Don't make me curse you out. Keep it cute. Mudang is all knowing. I'm officially unstanding Mudang.
Poor Mudang. All Mudang did was pick a cake, a melon cake.
She'd make a fine burger. If she's wrong, I'll never forgive her. He just didn't want to look at his face anymore, so he ate it. There you go. He favors his fellow hippos. Is not that deep. Liberals are screaming. Yeah, they are.
I think a lot of it is a joke, but still, it's just. I do think it's funny. Can't vote, and I'm like, there's a lot of people who shouldn't, but
oh my God.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's just so dumb, And of course, you're MAGA, so obviously like those other hippos, we have to insult people because it was just a joke.
Democrats hate Mudang. They killed Peanut. Mudang is MAGA. I guess we'll segue into Peanut. Should we?
Yeah, so that was the main point of what I was going to talk about. You just thought that was very entertaining.
I thought it was incredibly entertaining. It's amazing. It is amazing how quickly people turn on celebrities, even hippos, if they don't vote the right way.
It's insane. And it's just because of what happened to Peanut the Squirrel and Fred the Raccoon. There is a law being introduced called Peanut's Law to try to safeguard sanctuary animals from this situation, because it isn't just here, the situation. Other people commented that they hit animals and they just come in and for the sake of the animal. And sometimes the animals, there's circumstances like with Peanut where they tried to send Peanut back. Peanut could not be rehabilitated. And that happens sometimes. It just is what it is. I mean, poor Fred was in the middle of rehabilitation. They killed him anyway. And what's really interesting about this whole thing too is, even according to the government, the health stuff, they said if you get bit by a squirrel, the likelihood of getting rabies is like really low.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that does not make sense about the Peanut situation, and we did a couple of videos on it before. Mark Longo, the owner of Peanut, said that he thought it had something to do with his OnlyFans account, but I'm like, why would they send
DEC agent?
Yeah, they send the animal control to, you know what I'm saying?
To search for porn stuff.
To search for porn. That's kind of weird. There's a lot of things that don't make sense. About it.
What makes the most sense is it seems that there was a power trip of epic proportions somewhere along this. Yeah, so there's a New York Assemblyman from Long Island who's trying to propose a new amendment to the New York State Environmental Conservation Law aimed at reforming animal seizure protocols due to what happened to poor Peanut.
Yes.
So Assemblyman Jake, is it
Blumencranz?
Blumencranz. Okay, you can read it because I can't talk.
All right, this is New York. So yeah, Assemblyman Jake Blumencranz of the 15th Assembly District in Long Island announced on Saturday a proposal for an amendment called Peanut's Law Humane Animal Protection Act. This proposed law would amend Section 11-0512 of New York's Environmental Conservation Law to prevent incidents like what happened to Peanut and Fred. The law would ensure...
Unfortunately, it doesn't bring them back.
It doesn't bring them back. If they just waited, There
was no reason. People like trying to argue with this. No. There have been documented cases. One, it's very unlikely for a squirrel anyway. There are documented cases where they did put them in quarantine and then had people get shots or whatever while they waited to see. They do that all the time. Veterinarians are chiming in and saying they do it all the time. There was no reason to kill the damn animals.
The law would ensure humane treatment and due process for sanctuary animals in New York while strengthening animal rights and animal sanctuary protections and safeguarding public safety. Some of the key things the law puts out are among the following: 72-hour waiting period, a mandatory minimum 72-hour pause before euthanizing any sanctuary animal, giving sanctuary operators time to respond, arrange veterinary care, and appeal.
Right. He didn't even know they were coming. They just showed up. There was no way to fight it, to stop it, to say, oh, no, I'm going to, nothing. They just show up and then ransack and then take the animals. And then they didn't even make it 48 hours after that. And they killed them.
Yeah. They said emergency appeal rights, a dedicated DEC review board of experts will evaluate appeals within 48 hours, ensuring each case receives immediate attention. Clear immediate risk criteria. Euthanization can only bypass the waiting period if a licensed veterinarian confirms a direct immediate risk to public safety. Transparent reporting. DEC would be required to publish quarterly reports on animal seizures and release testing results within 7 days if a euthanization occurs.
This is what I'm saying. They need to be audited. They need to report. And then did they ever announce what if I don't think they have. Last thing I heard. It hasn't been a week yet, but still.
No, but last I heard it was he thought this was over his OnlyFans. Possibly that's what.
No, I mean about if they had rabies. They're probably not going to have rabies.
No. Sanctuary recognition. Peanut's law defines animal sanctuaries as registered tax-identified entities upholding their rights. The Assemblyman addressed in a letter to the governor that there needs to be accountability in Peanut's case for an investigation to be conducted. He's suing, so an investigation is absolutely going to happen. I urge you, Governor Hochul, to take immediate action by launching a thorough investigation into the handling of this case and ensuring accountability. It's essential we work together to safeguard both the welfare of animals and the values we hold as a compassionate society. And here is the letter, and it'll probably go right into the waste can. No, I don't know. There's a lot of backlash.
The backlash is fierce, and it's global. So you can't say, oh, it's because of MAGA. That's stupid. It's because people care about animals, and it was wrong.
Yeah, I think if nothing else, we're going to see some laws change for sure. I mean, that was the whole thing. I want to know what the whole story is. We're not getting the whole story.
And I think this is by New York State, but I think other states need to follow suit with this because there are a lot of people reporting that they had similar experiences. And if you actually have a sanctuary working on rehabilitating animals, or if you're like, they need to give you time to get the paperwork, or give you okay, we're going to send it to a rehab facility until you can get the proper papers. Or if the animal's not a harm or risk to anybody, then they send it to the rehabber that can take care of it as close. There's no reason to kill the animals. It's not, especially if they're in a situation where they cannot be returned. Yeah. I think everybody's rehabber's goal is to return the animals, and most do. But there are some instances where they just cannot be returned. And it's not for any fault of the animal or the person. But killing them because, for whatever reason, because you're afraid they might possibly be an issue later, or whatever your reason for this was because you don't really seem to have one, is not acceptable. And things have to be done to protect these animals because the people supposedly protecting them aren't protecting them.
No, hopefully Mudang has security.
Well, Mudang's in Thailand, but I'm betting they wish they hadn't done this now because given the...
I don't think they realize overseas, I know they do to some degree, but I don't think they realize, because I always thought America is haha, American election, American politics is so funny. I'm like, no, it's gotten really weird.
It's gotten very weird.
It's gotten very vicious and very, very weird in recent years. So we'll see if Mudang is correct, hopefully tomorrow. I'm thinking.
I don't know.
I'm thinking December-ish.
Well, they'll say something, and then, who knows? I don't even trust anything anymore, so it doesn't really matter.
All right, we're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
Let's wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Join the reef. Go to clownfish-.com. That's clownfish-.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt, on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfish-.com. Thank you so much for the support.